Hi students, today I would like to discuss with you. The topic is inventory control under unit 2, lesson number 6. Inventory means stock. Stock include raw material, work in progress and finished goods. Inventory management or inventory control is very much important if you want to go to meet the demand in the market. According to the demand, we will go to supply the goods and services into the market. This can be happened with the help of inventory control. How the finished goods are stored and how they will be goes to delivered into the market. This is a matter with respect to study the inventory control. It is a process of coordination and supervision of the supply, storage, distribution and recording of goods to maintain quantities adequate for current needs without excessive oversupply or loss. That means it is a system which can be coordinated all the important areas of marketing and production, that is supply. How much goods and services are delivered into the market, how to make a storage, how to do the distribution, how to maintain the adequate quantity of stock or inventory with respect to needs of the customers or needs of the market. These are all are included within the meaning of inventory control. In other words, process of ensuring that appropriate amounts of stock are maintained by a business so as to be able to meet customer demand without delay while keeping the cost associated with holding stock to a minimum. Simply monitor the stock of goods used for production, distribution and captive consumption, that means self-consumption. That is, it is a continuous status which can be used for maintaining the stock according to the business needs. Business needs in the sense to meet the customer demand, customer wants, tastes, fashions and needs. It is only possible when you are delivering the inventory into the market, then they will be goes to get the more returns. The cost can be associated with the stock. How to make a minimum stock, maximum stock and required stock in the warehouse or go down. This is the matter of the inventory control. That is, monitor the stock of goods used for production, distribution and consumption and appropriate marketing of goods and services to reach the customer needs or to satisfy the customer wants. This is known as a brief introduction regarding to inventory control. Here we will go to learn or see the elements or components or factors or process of inventory control. Here the student can also understand, that is, there is no difference between inventory control and inventory management. Both are having a same answer. You see the following chart for explain the elements or factors or a process of inventory control. The chart explains inventory control can be impressed by general ledger, input, sales, purchases, reports, web user, breakdown inventory. These all are 7 factors or components can impress the inventory control system in any organization. Let us go to discuss a brief explanation regarding to each and every factor or each and every element. First one, general ledger. Ledger means it will be goes to recorded or posting of all inventory elements. Inventory elements means consisting of any quantity, value or color or any other particulars or distribution as taken into the consideration. It is a continuous system to recording of all the inventory elements, posting into journals to make a appropriate record for future purpose. That means the summary at the end of each inventory control posting journals lists the general ledger accounts that will be debited and credited when you post the inventory control batch of general ledger entries in general ledger. That means each and every inventory consisting of a separate account with a columnar form. Debit and credit rules can also applied here, same as financial accounting. To know the total summary of each and every inventory, which is very useful, help us to know the what is the position of the inventory, how much inventory was sold and how much inventory was in balance. That is, an inventory ledger is a document or a computer record that tracks inventory transactions. The total of all transactions listed in this ledger should match the total of the corresponding account in the ledger account. It records stock in, stock out, stock adjustment. That means how much stock was in, that means recorded. That means goods inside, coming, incoming goods, how much quantity, how much value, stock out, how much stock was sold out with respect to stock quantity and value. Stock adjustment, that means remove the wastage, evaporation, artificial disturb or spoiled or adjustment one account to another account. These all are consisting with respect to general ledger. This is a very much important element in inventory control. Next element, input. Inputs are purchase or taking into consideration. It is very much important for various dimensions. It is having a product elements, desired shape, dimensions, material properties, stock features and types and a number of defects. That means input of inventory has certain capabilities with respect to the ability to manipulate it in the form of product element. How much quantity of inventory was taken into consideration, stored with respect to value, with respect to performance, with respect to adjustments. These all are taken into the area of input. The process capabilities of an input inventory depends on its stock features and properties as well as the defects present within the stock. Inputs includes stock transfer and produce end product. That means it is a process which is including depending on the stock feature, inventory characteristics and properties. Each and every inventory is having own properties. According to the properties, the incoming will be goes to recorded. If any defects are made, which will be goes to recorded with the input ledger. Inputs include stock transfer from one department to another department, one area to another area, one ledger account to another ledger account. Produce end product, that means we will go to obtain a finished product with respect to what are the inputs we have used. For example, it is a manufacturing concern, raw material, labor and other consumables. These are very much important in the making of appropriate stock, that means finished goods. Next element is sales. Proper recording of sales is very much important in inventory control. Whenever you are not able to recording the sales, you are not able to make the inventory stock in the godown. Appropriate recording of sale is very much important if you want to go to build up the next stock, manufacturing the goods and services with respect to needs. That is, proper recording of sales lets the business owner know when inventory stock is going, how much stock is going in the warehouse, which is only identified for recording of sales. Whether this should be recorded, if so, how much to purchase, and so on. Accurately recording a sale every time fundamentally sets this planning process with the aid of a sound inventory control system. Accurate recording in each and every time which will goes to planning of how much stock will be goes to taking into the storeroom, how much balance of stock maintained in the godown. This is only possible on the basis of recording of sales. Recording of sales is having a very much link with inventory control or stock control. The main goal of an extensive sales and inventory solution is to improve the efficiency in recording for each transaction. Instead of maintaining separate record keeping processes for the payment and inventory adjustment, sales includes inventory items, shipment and direct sales. So whenever you are maintaining the extensive sales recording, it will goes to improve the efficiency of the inventory storage, inventory adjustment, inventory maintenance. Sales includes inventory items. What are the items are maintaining in each and every inventory? Second one, inventory adjustment. What are the adjustments are taken into consideration with respect to color, with respect to item, with respect to features? Shipment, that means how much items which will goes to export, and direct sales, how much as taking into the direct sales, that means including counter sales and field sales. These all are taking into consideration if you want to go to maintain the inventory level in an storeroom or in an organization. Next element is purchases. Yes, if you want to go to maintain a appropriate adequate inventory level, you must be concentrate on purchasing. Purchasing in the sense procurement of all stock items from external parties, or sometimes which will goes to manufacturing. Workers process purchasing transactions and maintain inventories of material, equipment and stock. That means material, equipment, stock can also purchase if you want to go to maintain the inventory in an organization, which is need of employed by retail or wholesale establishments, manufacturing and other government agencies if you want to go to making a contracts. Other side, if you want to go to maintain some other establishments. Otherwise, we are not able to purchase the inventory to meet the present sales or requirements. Purchase and inventory control automates and monitors the procurement process, thereby obtaining the total purchase and inventory workflow. The solution supports the entire purchase workflow from request through purchasing of inventory items and goods received. That means the procurement process is playing a dominated role in purchases. A procuring department is consisting of a prescribed process. Then it is only possible to maintain the inventory workflow in an organization. Finally, purchasing of inventory items and goods received are two very much important concentration under the purchases of inventory. Next element is reports. Appropriate reports maintenance is very much important for future precautions, future adjustments, future production, future replacement, or if any changes as taken into consideration in the coming sales or in the coming manufacturing, then appropriate reports are prepared in the inventory department. An inventory report is a summary of the amount of inventory a business has on hand at a given time. The inventory report is a physical or electronic document with numbers representing product you are able to sell now, inventory you are ordering, or inventory you need for internal business use. That means inventory report is a document or it is a statement which can be explained the total summary of a inventory level with respect to sales, with respect to ordering, with respect to quotation, with respect to supply and sales. Inventory control reports will show how much inventory you have on hand. Efficiently controlling inventory stock makes sure your valuable capital is being used in the best way. You can use one of the methods, that is stock book, barcodes, stock on hand, are three very much important methods to use to maintain the reports. That is, effective controlling of inventory makes sure availability of capital. That means the investment to be utilized in a proper way with the help of the preparation of reports. Reports are based to take the further decisions. Here, three methods are using. First one is stock book, barcodes, stock on hand. And there are three forms of reports generally prepared in inventory control, such as stock form, transaction report and analysis report. These three are regularly prepared by the inventory control in charge. Next one is the inventory control web viewer allows you instantly access the inventory data. Now PC is using to maintain the inventory. It is a managed system with the help of the software and hardware, which is very much important for checking out items level and what are the inventory elements are taking into the consideration. What is the position? How much quantity has sold? How much quantity has in balance? These all are explained or referred with the help of the web viewer. The inventory control web viewer allows you to instantly access the inventory data from any PC. Managed system alerts including checked out items, past data items with negative quantity and more. View and reprint purchase and pick orders. This is one of the benefit if you want to go to available web viewer. Search inventory and transactions and apply custom filters. Managed system alerts including checked out items, past due items with negative stock levels and more. View and reprint purchase and pick orders. Ensure data integrity with the password protected access to the web viewer. So this is a computer and hardware system which is used to maintain the inventory, which is very much used to make a better reporting and a better recording and as well as protected the data regarding to the inventory and inventory elements. Next one is breakdown inventory. Breakdown is an inventory system tracking feature that enables an inventory item to be broken down into multiple pieces. Sometimes inventory is spread into various small pieces. With the ability to track those pieces, this is a powerful feature used to take one stock item and break it down into multiple stock items. Sometimes one item is broken down into spread into various small other items. These are can also recorded or identified with the help of breakdown of inventory process. There are a lot of connected parts that need to work together to keep a wholesale business running systemly. Today we will break down some of the individual parts to make inventory control easier to digest. breakdown of inventory due to safety stock and the market changes. This is a breakdown inventory which is very much important today. Why? Because a small quantity of items or products are selling with making a more marketing. So breakdown of inventory is very much important for maintaining the safety stock and market changes. According to the market changes with the tastes and fashions of the customers, breakdown of inventory is very much important. This can be happened with the help of inventory control. Let us go to another area in this topic. This is very much important in the examination point of view, is methods of inventory control. How to maintain the inventory? A idle inventory maintained with the help of the following methods or techniques. Let us go to see one after another. Safety stock level. This is effectively the breakup of stock needed to meet unexpected occurrences and sudden changes in demand. This can be happen. Safety stock. How much quantity of stock to be maintained in an organization to meet the unexpected occurrences, unexpected needs. For example, unexpectedly in the market, the demand was increased. In case there is no stock in the warehouse, what happened? We will go to lose the opportunity. For this purpose, we will go to maintain the safety stock level. For example, an unexpected heat wave could be see retailers selling bar because equipment experience a sudden rush in demand. This can be happened with the help of the maintaining of safety stock level. To avoid stock cuts, firms maintain safety stock of inventory. The safety stock is the minimum level of inventory desired for an item given the expected usage rate and the expected time to receive an order. If an order is placed when the inventory reaches 12,000 units instead of 10,000 units, the additional 2,000 units constitute a safety stock. So here, more than the needs, if you want to go to maintain safety stock level, if you want to go to place a 12,000 units, but demand is only 10,000, you will go to maintain 2,000 is the safety stock, which is very much needed to maintain the unexpected demand. Reorder point. How much quantity of inventory to be reordered? More than need and less than need is very much a problem on part of the manufacturer, on part of the enterprise. So to avoid this over and under inventory maintenance, we will go to maintain the reorder point. How much quantity of material to be reordered from the supplier, from the any other manufacturing department. This is known as reorder point. This is a great metric for knowing exactly when the right time is to be placed. A new purchase order for an item, in essence, an item's reorder point needs to be as soon as its safety stock level. But the lead time between ordering and receiving the goods or inventory is a very much important. This can be accounted. That means whenever we have make any order, the supplier should not be sent immediately. He will go to take some time. This is known as a lead time. Lead time you should be taking into the consideration to give the order. The time lag between placing the order and the actual receipt of the inventory. Determining the reorder point is momentous as well as intricate the inventory. The ROP may be defined as that level of inventory at which a fresh order should be placed to the suppliers for replacing the current stock. That means how much stock to be replaced, how much quantity of the inventory replaced. This is only depends on time lag between order placed and order received. Next method, determining reorder points. How much quantity, how much units to be reordered, which is very much needed to maintain the appropriate investment in inventory. To know the exact point when you need to replace your stock, that is, it is exactly what is says on the tin and exact point at which order new stock needs to happen. That means this is a point between need to replace stock and what stock exactly to be needed. This can be happen by maintaining the following steps. That is, imperative to take into account the lead time between ordering new stock and it being delivered and ready for sale. Use the following steps to work out reorder point. Take the average number of days between ordering new items and having them ready for sale. Multiply this by your average daily sales volume over the past month, quarter or year. Finally, add your safety stock number. This is a method which is used determining the reorder points. Next one is economic reorder quantity. That means how much quantity to be ordered per annum or per month or a prescribed period. More than excessive order or low order. That means how much orders to be placed annually, which can be made with the help of the economic order quantity method. This is a technique which can be used to determine how much stock you need to reorder in units. It represents the optimum quantity of inventory should order each time. In order to maximize the savings in investment associated with ordering and holding inventory, it is to determine the amount of stock to be ordered at a particular time so that the total of ordering and carrying cost may be reduced to a minimum point. A firm should place optimum orders and either too large or too small. The EOQ is the level of inventory order that minimizes the total cost associated with the inventory. Next method, first in first out method. That means when we have purchased a first lot, it will be goes to sold out at first. That means the latest lot will be sold out at last. First lot purchased will be goes to sold out at first. Using the stock that came in first to fulfill orders first item. A business purchase is also the first item that business sells or issued to production department at first. For example, on 29th September, you have purchased 100 units. Next day, 30th September, if you want to go to sold out, or issued to the production department, first of all, when you have purchased on 29th September, this lot will be goes to sold out or issued to the production department. So this is known as first in first out. It means your oldest stock first in gets sold first out. Not your new stock you will not be sold out. This is especially important for perishable products, so you don't end up with unsaleable spoilage. So this type of method is very much important, very perishable products. When you have purchased at first, it will goes to sold out at first. Later sales. Next method, ABC analysis. The inventory or stock as stored on the base of division of stock, division of inventory on the basis of its characteristics. The raw material or inventory storage on the basis of grading of inventory. The inventory has graded into three ways or three types of classification of taking into consideration before storage of material or inventory. A grade, B grade and C grade. A grade are very valuable, B grade are moderate valuable, C grade are lower valuable. So according to the value of inventory, we will goes to maintain or classify the material into A, B, C grade. That is dividing all on hand inventory into three categories A, B, C. A items high value, low sales frequency. B items moderate value with moderate sales frequency. C items low value, high sales frequency. That is, items are classified under three broad categories A, B and C on the basis of usage, bulk, value, size, durability, utility, availability, criticality, etc. and should be controlled with due weightage to differential characteristics. This is known as ABC analysis. The inventory has divided into three categories A, B, C on the basis of usage. Optimal location labeling. That means the inventory will be goes to maintain a label. Otherwise, it leads to very confusion. Sometimes replacement to be happened. One item will be supplied instead of another item. A appropriate labeling, appropriate sticker to be maintained by each and every inventory to avoid the confusion or to maintain the appropriate list of inventory. That is, it is necessary to know where the product is located. Creating clear location names and the optimum label helps. A disorganized warehouse can be maintained this type of labeling. Your team should be able to look at your system and easily see where any product is located. That means identification of product, identification of inventory is very much easy if you want to go to maintain the labeling. Creating clear location names and labeling is therefore an absolute inventory management. It's best to avoid fancy names. Simplicity is king here. For example, staying with good old fashioned numbers and letters is easy to understand and for new recruits to learn. That means avoid fancy names, digital names. Simplicity numbers and clear numbers are used to identify the inventory or material. Stock reviews. Stock review is very much important if you want to go to know the what is the real position of the inventory in the warehouse. It is a regular checkup which will be goes to made to take the appropriate precautions against damage, against any spoil or against any other problem, which includes stock review is a regular analysis of stock virus, projected future needs. This can be done through a manual review of stock or by using inventory software. A review or checkup is very much important to know the future protected precautions, to maintain the any precaution to avoid the any virus or any problem or any disturbance or any destroyed in the warehouse. Defining your minimum stock level will allow you to set up regular inspections and records of supplies. Make sure to make into account certain situations that can be raised, such as vendors taking a longer than average to replace the stock. So, stock reviews are very much important to make the appropriate action. For example, inspection towards how much inventory is there. If any problem has happened, any quantity was lost due to so many reasons, theft or spoiled or any natural damage. This can be identified with the help of periodical review of inventory. Thank you.